And as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand.
Welcome back to Marbella Now. My name is Nicole King, and I am delighted to welcome my guest today. Her name is Piedad del Rio, and she is the daughter of Remedios del Rio. Regular viewers of the show will remember Remedios because she's unforgettable. Her and her husband started the pharmacy in San Pedro, the first pharmacy in San Pedro, and probably one of the first chemists in Spain. Piedad, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, and to meet you in reality, because my mother has talked a lot about you with me, so I'm very glad to meet you.
And I'm
in
very
person.
flattered, because I really am a big fan of your mum, and to know that she likes me too makes me very happy. Gracias, Remedios, porque me cae súper bien. The way I see it, your mother with your father have broken every single tradition in Spain and just been innovative. Brought in the chemist, changing the way things are done in Spain. I can't even begin to imagine, as parents, what they must have been like for you and your brothers and sisters.
Yeah, we have been very happy. They have been very, very good parents, very protective, and very with giving us a lot of freedom, with no difference between girls and boys. We have only one boy, but it's enough. We are 3 girls, and yes. I think I have had a very nice childhood.
Having parents like your parents, who are so active, so proactive.
Yes, very much.
Must have been, was it intimidating?
No.
Or was it the opposite, in the sense it just gave you the freedom to be your own people? Because your mother, I don't know your father, but your mother is so much her own person. Like no rules. I can't even begin to think what it was like for her as a child in the Spain back then.
Yeah, well, when I don't know her as a child, I know my grandparents, but as a mother, she was really very like another one of the family, of the children, I mean. And if we liked to make a party, she was always saying yes. And at a moment, I remember myself saying, well, I'm going to bed, it's 5 o'clock. Okay, don't worry. And she was awake 3 hours more than us, and going with my friends to eat churros with the ones who were awake. I mean, always very lively, as she is now.
Exactly. I mean, she's
a lot of
still
energy.
So much energy, so lively. We were talking just off air before how she says she's not getting older, she's just getting better. She's like, actually, it's like the times we live in are now ready for your mother.
Yes.
No, like she's now, the times have caught up with where your mother was 60 years ago.
Yeah, it's true. It was a very good example for us. We feel very free now when we see now the things about, I don't know if, I don't think it happens in English, but all this language where we have to say todos y todas, ellos y ellas. We had a freedom as women that we never felt that we were less, or we felt a lot of, very proud of being girls, for example, and that we could do anything, go to university, go in trips alone, drive wherever we wanted, a lot of freedom.
Yeah, people who don't understand the Spanish culture won't appreciate how significant perhaps that really is, because it's very much a man's world, and the men work and the women stay at home and they cook and clean and have babies. So it really was challenging the systems of the time. You now, with another one of your sisters, run the pharmacy in San Pedro that everybody knows about. I mean, even I as a little girl went to the chemist with my parents when we stayed in the Don Pepe. It was the only place.
Well, in Marbella there were some pharmacies that are
but not that could deal with us foreigners. As I remember, the foreigners all would go to the pharmacy in San Pedro.
Oh, that's great.
It's the international chemist, but as I remember, we were always like the international spot to go to.
Yeah, because my father wanted to have everything that was from another country. Now there are laws that say we have to import, but I remember we went on a holiday or on a trip to another country, and we went to the pharmacies, to the cosmetic shops or whatever, to see what they had that we didn't have to bring it to the pharmacy. We didn't have only a pharmacy. It was like what we could say now concept store, with a boutique that my mother used to run, and decorating things and gifts, and cafeteria. I don't know if you remember that. We had like a cafeteria. And
so before so in advance of the times.
Yes, and a library. We had everything together. My father wanted to have, what we could call today a concept store with a pharmacy as the most important thing. But not only, he wanted to open day and night all the time, and
I think it was one of the first chemists to open 24 hours.
We had to fight to do it, because it was I don't know the name in English, like a vacío legal.
It was like one of those grey areas in the law, in the legal system.
Yes,
yeah.
And so we fought with one pharmacy in Barcelona and one in Madrid to make the law change so that we could open 24 hours, 7 days a week.
So we don't appreciate the things that we have now that took people to actually go and physically do the campaigning to make it happen.
Yeah, people in San Pedro, everybody was signing to have it. So you see a little town like San Pedro in Marbella, we had one of the first 24 hours.
Did you want to follow in your parents' footsteps with the pharmacy, or was it something they said, listen, we've put a lot of years of money in, this is what you're doing?
I remember when I was in university, my first year, we had like a meeting, and they start to ask us, why are you studying this or that? And I remember that I was there and I thought, could I have studied something else? I had never thought about something different than being a pharmacist.
I think that's actually a nice reflection on the happy home that you had, because you saw it as something joyous and that your parents enjoyed, and not like, oh, I've got to take over the family business.
No, not at all. It was fun. The idea, it has always been fun for all the family. And so we are four. At first, my parents wanted that the four of us were pharmacists. But, after a moment, I studied pharmacy. I'm the eldest. The second one studied to be an optician. My brother, economy, and is the one who runs not only the pharmacy, the
clinics. I mean, you have a lot of businesses now.
He's the one who is, and my little sister, she studied to be a journalist, and she was a journalist of El País and of other
important
newspapers.
publications.
And one day she decided, when she was 45, to be a pharmacist. And she started to study at 45, and she finished it when she was 50. So, and now we run together the pharmacy.
How lovely is that? It's gone round in a circle, got goosebumps. It's all worked out perfectly. One to run the business, two to run this, and then you have obviously now the optician together with the chemist, that you have the optic side, and then the two other sisters in the chemist. So explain a little bit about the International Pharmacy of San Pedro today. What can we expect today from the chemist?
Well, we always try to be the pharmacy that has everything. I mean, if you go there, we want you to find all the drugs, it's medicines that are under prescription, of course, and so we try to have the biggest stock of medicines, but not only, also all which is cosmetics, and we have a very big section of natural medicine, plants, homeopathic, nutrition, superfoods, and then we have also orthopedia. I don't know how to say.
Orthopedic section.
Yes, yes.
I'm having to think then, okay.
Many things that you can find for problems that are, you need supplements, I don't know, for the shoes, or a problem in the elbows or the knees or whatever. We have a very, very huge amount of variety of products there. And of course we are in the now internet. We have a online shop.
Can you sell online then with medication, or is it only specific things?
Not
No.
medication, just natural things and all cosmetics and over the counter.
The situation we've had with COVID over the last year, I know that a lot of people would instinctively feel, oh, very good for chemists. And yet when I spoke with your mum just after lockdown, and she's telling me it was exactly the opposite, because you have this huge variety, because you sell so many things to cater to the people who aren't here at the moment.
It was, you know, now we sell a lot of, we continue of selling a lot of medicines, drugs, but a lot less of solar sunblocks or I don't know, all kind of. We have a lot of supplements for immune system. That's
very important.
That works a lot. I mean, we sell a lot of that, and of course masks, but all the sophistication of when we had people from other countries who found a lot of. Yeah, all the variety of stock that we had. This, well, it's coming back. We see it's getting better, but
and it's such a shame, because I know that you've made such a big investment.
Yeah,
bad timing, perhaps, but such a big investment in again doing everything up. Your parents always wanting everything to look new, fresh, exciting, and now you taking over that.
But you know, things finish well, and. Everything comes with good and bad things, of course, difficult things. But, for example, we made an enormous reforma, but that makes that we have a lot of place. People feel that they don't have to queue or be very near. The distance, the security distance is, you have a lot of place, and so it's nice. I think, in a way, it was a good moment, even if we have more bank loans to pay, but I think we did it in the right moment anyway.
Well, I think you have the most amazing family. I love the history, because
Yes.
your family for me is the history of the Marbella we live in. We very much, it is today what it is, thanks to families like your parents coming here and giving it their all.
Because they weren't from here. They came from, my father came from Malaga, my mother from Granada. They got married and they came here. And I remember when I was small, my parents went out every night, and they knew everyone. And I remember myself going to restaurants or discotheques or whatever, and everybody knew each other. And I don't remember paying, never, a Coke or whatever I took there, because, oh, you're Remedio's daughter. Okay, don't worry, she will pay when she comes. But, I mean,
So it's so lovely
it was.
that the city appreciates what you've done, because, as I say, for me, I know it. I love the history of your family with the city. I love your mum, and the more I'm talking with you, the more I see, not just in the eyes, but the resemblance in your mother's enthusiasm, and it's just wonderful. I know this is the first time we met. I really hope it's not the last time we meet.
I hope you
Now that
to have something to drink.
Exactly. I'm
or-
going to talk to you. I'd like you to get your cafeteria back in the Chemist. Quickly before we finish, what are the opening times of the Chemist now?
We are open all day and night, every day of the year.
I rest my case. The International Pharmacy of San Pedro is definitely worth a visit. Piedad, thank you so much for joining me on the program.
Thank you very much.
Really, really happy
And,
to meet you. Really happy that your mum likes me. Nice, it's reciprocal. Don't go away. We're going to go over to a break. We're going to have some messages from our Zero Hero partners giving free soft drinks to the designated driver, and also some messages from Linear Director, who are giving us some great offers if you're policyholders, only for those of us with an NIE living in the province of Malaga. Very special ones, like free taxi 4 times a month. Anyway, we'll be back with a great interview after this.
Sometimes it's nice to just get lost in the moment without a care in the world.
However, if something does come up and you find you're actually lost, it's also nice to know that you can call Linear Director to come and find you. Call Linear Director on 952 14 78 34 to see how they can better your life too. Judy likes to consider herself a clever young woman, which is why she thought very carefully before choosing her insurance company. Now that she needs it, she's jolly glad she chose Linear Director, as it looks as if she might have something better to do. Why don't you be clever, like Judy? Call Linear Director on 952 14 78 34 and see which policy is best for you.
Out of bounds, Zero Hero partners.
Here we are, sticker going on. Delighted to welcome everybody and to be part of the Zero Hero campaign. Delighted.
Zero Hero, welcome here at the Gaucho de Banús.
Welcome to Lemongrass, Doña Lola. Thank you very much.
Let it set you on your way. No time to hesitate. We are all the same. So much trouble tearing
Zero Hero, welcome to Portofino, Cabo Pino.
shoot straight to your heart.
Hi guys, Kazatua is proud to welcome the Zero Heroes. So come on in and enjoy free soft drinks for anyone who is the designated driver. Thank you, Nicole.
Everyone that comes and wants to join our Zero Hero Association, they will have free non-alcoholic drinks at our venue at any time.
Hi guys, Ross here from Hogan Stand. Proud to be a member of the Zero Hero campaign. And we recommend everybody. Nobody drives drinking. Everybody who drives a car doesn't have any alcohol in their system, and we're proud to sponsor the Zero Hero program.
GY is happy to be Zero Hero partner.
How cool is that? GY.
No need to hesitate. Time to make a change.
That's
Glad
okay.
are proud to present Zero to Hero.
Tearing us apart.
Never drink and drive.
One beating heart.
McNulty's is proud to be a Zero Hero partner.
Just believe.
Good morning, Charo. How lovely to see our little butterfly again. They're ready for action.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we've missed you. It was lovely having you on every single week, but nice to catch up now. What are our butterflies up to?
Well, first of all, this Saturday, the 8th of May, Puente Romano is organizing a charity gala dinner, which is amazing. And we have still some places left. It is limited though. But yeah, we will be there with the team, Evanina, Anna, and myself. And it's also for another charity. So you're helping 2 charities.
Acrodysdosis.
Correct. Well
How
done,
about
you.
that?
Yeah, so 2 charities who are helping children with rare and incurable diseases. And there's a menu for €120, and you're more than welcome to join us. and that will be fundraised all for those charities, and so 50% for the other charity, 50% for us. So we're very, very pleased with that.
It's nice to finally have a few events. It's been very difficult for the charities without events over the last year.
Yeah. I mean, it's already fantastic that we can start organizing our golf also. So I would like to mention our first coming up on the 19th of June. It's in Marbella Golf. And there you can just, send me a message or go to the website butterflychildren.com and apply for your golf. That's the first golf day we're going to organize in June. And there's more coming up, but I will let you know that more in the coming weeks.
Exactly, it sounds very exciting. Regarding the charity itself, what ways can we help, Charo?
Good question. Thanks for asking. Many ways, and mainly the thing would be, of course, if you can do a €5 monthly donation, that would be amazing. Then you're a benefactor for the rest of your life, hopefully, if you are falling in love with our charity. That means the world to us. Then you can go to our charity shops and you can drop stuff there, like donate your clothes which are still having a good quality. You can shop there, or you can volunteer there and donate your time. Also incredible important to us, as we're always lacking of volunteers. And come to our events. So definitely like our webpage, our Facebook or Instagram. We're all over social media. If you follow us there, you will see the posters and the events coming up, and then you can join us in the future in any way.
So Charo, how are our twins Carla and Noah doing?
They're doing okay, I think, within circumstances, but we're really worried about the parents at the moment, because we were trying to help them, as the charity is also, helping with social workers and subsistence, how do you say, like extra money of the government. And unfortunately, the last application we did for that family in Madrid was denied. So that's really bad news, of course, for the family. And so we're a little bit worried about them, because they need extra help and support, like EB specialist nurses at home. And now we cannot go to their home to help the two girls. So we're a little bit worried about that.
That sounds very worrying. Is there a GoFundMe page perhaps for them that we can collaborate with?
No, there's no GoFundMe, but definitely we can use all support on social media. So if we can forward or create any visibility about this, you will find it on the website, that article. We're doing locally, or you are helping now today also. Everything helps to get more awareness for the government in the end.
So maybe we have to create a letter that we can all sign, get one of those petitions going.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're already working on that. I will check that, but I think in Madrid definitely the family and the social workers are doing their utmost best.
I'd sign it if necessary, because it must be just devastating. Not only the cost of bandages, but then, as you say, having support at home.
They need it 100%, because from day one, the twins are now 6 years old. The parents are 24/7 caretakers, and the mom, she can't work. So no, it's too much at the moment, too much.
Okay, so a special plea for Carla and Noah.
Yes, please.
Their parents above all, and them.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you so much.
No sé, pero...
¿Qué? ¿Ese suspiro qué significa? Lo que hay que es... Un momentito.
Ay.
Ay, mira.
Hoy seguimos investigando el caso de los intocables. Poco ha trascendido sobre estas personas cuya piel es tan frágil como las alas de una mariposa.
Los intocables. Suena como a nombre de superhéroes. Como los increíbles.
Los intocables. ¿Esa no es una película francesa de un inmigrante y un tetrapléjico?
Che, tengo entendido que los intocables son una casta de la India.
Entonces, ¿en qué quedamos? ¿Son de la India o son superhéroes?
Yo he visto un intocable. Me pareció que llevaba el cuerpo vendado. ¿Será contagioso?
¿Te duele?
última hora, la AIS, Asociación por la Integración de Superhéroes y Superheroínas, ha emitido un comunicado en el que desmiente la existencia de una liga con el nombre de los Intocables y explica que esta leyenda urbana tiene su origen en la piel de mariposa, una enfermedad aún sin cura.
Es que siempre nos pasa lo mismo. Y la gente hace suposiciones absurdas. Que es un pájaro, es un avión, no. Que no lo ves por ti mismo, que es un chaval que está volando con una capa roja. Es que es de sentido común un poco, ¿verdad? Es igual que ahora esto de los intocables. No hay intocables, no son intocables, no. Son personas con piel de mariposa y esto los convierte en superhéroes o superheroínas, igual que nosotros y nosotras. Ya está, punto. No hace falta ser de la NASA tampoco.
Las proteínas que están en la piel, que proporcionan la resistencia a los golpes y roces, no funcionan correctamente. Esto provoca que la piel se rompa y que continuamente aparezcan heridas y ampollas. Esta enfermedad es genética y no se descubre hasta el momento del parto.
Cuando llega el diagnóstico, tanto la madre como el padre tienen que aprender a realizar
curas y vendajes a diario. De golpe se convierten en las enfermeras de estos guerreros y guerreras que no tienen escudo.
Desayunar, por ejemplo. Muchas personas con piel de mariposa como Dani no pueden tragar bien. Tienen heridas y ampollas en la boca y en el esófago. Así que necesitan un botón gástrico, un tubo en el estómago por el que se alimentan.
A ver, ser superhéroe o superheroína, de acuerdo, no es sencillo. ¿Por qué nos tienen que mirar tanto por la calle, tú? ¿Qué hay de malo? Que una persona lance telarañas, déjala. Mira, yo sin ir más lejos voy a contar algo. Yo salí mucho tiempo con la masa y es un chaval encantador en su vida privada. Un chaval amable y trabajador. Es que somos más que un superhéroe o una superheroína, no sé si me explico. Que es un pájaro, un avión, no, pues él es peluquero también, sin ir más lejos.
Imagina vivir con heridas que no cicatrizan, que tus dedos se fusionan, que un leve roce te provoca una ampolla. ¿Qué hace un superhéroe? Superarse cada día, aunque a menudo se lo pongan difícil.
Un niño vino al hospital con su madre para una cura. En la consulta, la enfermera le comenzó a explorar. Tenía heridas abiertas por todo el cuerpo. Cuando ella le preguntó ¿dónde te duele más?, el niño le contestó en el autobús.
¿Por qué en el autobús?, preguntó la enfermera. Y el niño dijo que era porque cuando entraba y buscaba sitio para sentarse, la gente se apartaba.
Bueno, pues nos vamos.
Otra hazaña diaria es subir las escaleras hasta llegar a su aula. Pero aquí dentro Victoria es una más, igual de querida, igual de respetada, porque toda su clase conoce la piel de mariposa. Es entonces cuando ella deja de ser una intocable.
Intocable es mi clienta Merche. Esta es divina, mi amor. Divina.
Una de las cosas que caracterizan a nuestra asociación es que tenemos mucha diversidad, ¿de acuerdo? Aquí hay quien va en silla de ruedas, luego tengo también intolerantes a la kriptonita, tenemos un superhéroe ciego. Es que una cosa no quita la otra, ¿me explico?
A menudo lo que nos hace diferentes nos hace más fuertes. Andrea es frágil por fuera, pero es increíblemente fuerte por dentro. Lucha cada día de su vida contra el mismo villano.
Un villano invisible.
Un villano con el que tienen que aprender a convivir.
¿Cuál es el villano? El dolor. Este es Markel, uno de los nuestros.
Carla y Noah son superheroínas, de eso no hay duda, pero necesitan nuestra ayuda. Necesitan más fondos para la investigación y encontrar una cura.
Pedimos a la administración pública que asuma los costes de los cuidados para apoyar a las familias piel de mariposa en esta lucha contra el dolor. Un gran poder conlleva una gran responsabilidad.
Leo, ¿tú eres un intocable?
¿Cómo va a ser intocable? O lo que te gusta a ti, que te den besos o que te hagamos cosquillitas, esos masajitos de hormiguita, de elefante. No eres un intocable. ¿Tú quién eres?
Soy Leo.
Eso.
No están solos.
No están solas.
Ni ellos ni sus familias.
Dicen que los superhéroes no somos gente normal. ¿Y quién lo es?
¿No, Victoria?
que va a caer.
Los héroes y heroínas son reconocidos por su valor y sus hazañas. Las personas con piel de mariposa merecen todo nuestro respeto y apoyo incondicional. Así termina el comunicado de la Asociación por la Integración de Superhéroes y Superheroínas al que nos sumamos desde este programa. Nos despedimos hoy con un deseo, que dejemos de ver a las personas con piel de mariposa como intocables y nos propongamos que sientan nuestro abrazo cada día. Gracias por escucharnos y hasta mañana a la misma hora.
Hola, cariño, Rey, ¿cómo estás? Escúchame una cosa. Resulta que me ha entrado urgente ahora un atraco en una joyería. Sí, estoy llamando a todo el mundo, ni caso. No, ya lo he puesto, el batfoco, pues ni caso, Rey. Entre uno y otro nada, sí. No, la Peloponi está en el cole, me ha dicho. La Selina, está de ruta con el autobús, sí. No, la telequinética está en el laboratorio y la ha llamado. Dice, no, pues yo iría, dice, pero he traído una nevera y me he quedado enganchada. No sé cómo lo harán, dice que lleva toda la mañana así, no sé. Va, ves tú,
Ahora...
Si es un atraco en una joyería de barrio, no, tú has aquello de aplasta y ponte verde.
Ya lo sé que no me cuesta, pero que no...
Yo iría, pero ¿sabes qué pasa, cariño? Estoy de congreso de superpoderes y conciliación familiar. Y me va fatal.
Que voy, sí, voy.
Qué majo eres. Muchas gracias, cariño. Ya me gustaría ir a mí, ya. Hala, Dios. Markel, va, tú, que empiece la fiesta ya, por favor. Estoy hasta las narices hoy, te lo juro.
Aplasta. Pues hazlo tú.
Ya hemos terminado. Yo te ayudo, yo estoy al lado tuya, ¿vale?
Pero tú me das las manos.
Claro.
Really very proud of everybody who is helping put that charity event together. Obviously at 120 euros a ticket, it isn't for everybody, but if you can afford to be at Puente Romano for that fabulous event, do. And if not, there are many other ways that we can help. Thank you so much for joining me for another edition of Marbella Now. Remember, you can see recordings of all the programs from the RTV Marbella website, also their YouTube channel, or you can get an easy link to the programs from my website, nicoleking.es, that also has links to my column in the Euro Weekly News Marbella Moments, and to the Zero Hero website with full listings of Zero Hero venues where you get free drinks for the designated driver. Take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for more of what's going on in Marbella Now.
If we try, just believe it's worth your